Hello everyone and welcome back. Today I'll be continuing to read Black Panther, The Young Prince. Sorry for the wait. So let's get started. Chapter 18. What else do you know about Gemini Jones? The usual noise and activity in the lunchroom meant T'Challa had to raise his voice, but he looked around warily before asking. Why? Asked Sheila. Do you think there's anything to this warlock business, or does he just like to scare people? I think it's true, Zeke said, looking up from his book. One time, Edwin Sharp saw Gemini put a curse on him, and he couldn't talk for a whole day. Couldn't talk? T'Challa questioned. Sheila looked up from her phone. Oh, I remember that. He said he couldn't move his mouth, right? Nobody believed him. A moment of silence passed between them. T'Challa shifted in his seat. Aaliyah said she saw an eye in Gemini's palm. She said it winked at her. That's weird, Zeke said. And, T'Challa continued, Gemini and his friends all wear those skull rings. They're probably just trying to be creepy, Zeke suggested. Maybe, T'Challa said. A scream rang through the cafeteria. Heads swiveled. What the? Zeke said, standing up. Squeaking chairs and raised voices filled the lunchroom. A crowd was forming, huddling in a corner by the exit. T'Challa and his friends rushed to the commotion. T'Challa pushed his way to the front. His breath caught in his throat. There it was again. Another one of those weird stick things, like the one he had seen his first week at school. But this one was different. There was blood around it. T'Challa looked left, then right. Everyone was focused on the strange object at their feet. He quickly pushed up his sleeve and pressed a small bead on his Kiyomo bracelet. T'Challa ducked into an empty room before he went into his French class. He closed the door and tapped a bead on his bracelet. A small screen appeared in midair, projecting an image of the mysterious object he had just seen in the lunchroom. He looked to the door with apprehension and then tapped the screen. Small lines of code began running along the bottom of the image, ending in a beep. T'Challa looked at the result. Devil's Trap. American voodoo/hoodoo. Used to capture or summon spirits and demons. T'Challa tapped the bead and the image flashed out. He had heard of voodoo. It was an old religion, and several groups in Wakanda practiced it. They had their own ways, they said, and didn't believe in the Panther god, Bast, or in following the king's rules. T'Challa's father let them be, as long as they didn't try to influence others. Now he was really curious. Did Gemini have something to do with this? It's called the Devil's Trap, T'Challa told Zeke and Sheila later that day. I looked it up. Devil's Trap, Zeke said flatly. It wasn't a question. What are they for? Sheila asked. It's some kind of voodoo, T'Challa said. For capturing spirits. He paused. Or summoning them. Zeke swallowed. Why would someone put one here? In the school? Somebody's playing jokes, Sheila said. Halloween's coming up, remember? T'Challa wasn't so sure about that. Something was going on at Southside Middle School, and he was going to find out what it was.